Anna, wait! Why are you putting a piece of bread under the table? Is that a secret snack for a cat?
No, Mike, it's for the house spirit. It sounds a bit crazy, but it's a family tradition to keep the spirit happy so he doesn't hide my keys.
That is fascinating. And actually, it's the perfect way to start today's podcast. We're going to show you how to describe family traditions in English, even the strange and funny ones.
Exactly. Whether it's putting bread under a table or a special holiday habit, these traditions make us who we are.
I agree. It might look weird to others, but it's what makes a house feel like home. Today, we'll help you find the right words to share these stories.
Hello and welcome back to the Context English podcast. I am Anna.
And I am Mike. Today, our focus is how to describe family traditions in English.
We're talking about those unique, funny, and beautiful customs that every family has. We call them our hidden rules.
That's right. By the end of this episode, you will have a complete toolkit of phrases to describe your own family's special habits to your friends, colleagues, or neighbors.
You'll learn how to explain the why behind your traditions without feeling shy or confused.
Speaking of unique customs, Anna, I know you had a very interesting Sunday recently. Was it related to this topic?
You know, Mike, I was thinking about this because last Sunday was my father's 65th birthday.
Happy birthday to him. Did you go to a big restaurant?
No, we didn't. In my family, for a big birthday, we always stay at home. We have a very specific tradition. My father sits in his favorite old wooden chair, and we all have to stand around him and sing a very long, very old song about a brave sailor.
A brave sailor? Is your father a sailor?
No, he was an accountant, but his great-grandfather was a sailor. We have been singing this song for almost 100 years. My little nephew was there, and he didn't know the words, but he was humming along. The room smelled like my mother's famous mushroom soup and old books.
That sounds so warm and nostalgic. It doesn't matter if the song is about a sailor or a space pilot. It's about everyone being in the same room, right?
Exactly. For a moment, when we were singing, I didn't feel like a busy adult with a job and a car and bills. I felt like a little girl again. It's like the tradition is a bridge between the past and the present. But when my friend from London visited us last year, she looked so confused. She asked me, Anna, why is everyone singing about a boat in the middle of the living room?
I can imagine. It is hard to explain those feelings. My family doesn't have a song, but we do have Pizza Sunday. Every Sunday since I was 5 years old, we buy 3 large pizzas and watch an old black and white movie. If we miss one Sunday, I feel like my whole week is wrong.
That is exactly what a tradition is, Mike. It's a repetitive action that gives us a feeling of safety and belonging. It's our own personal, strange world.
I love that. A personal, strange world. But sometimes when we speak English, it is difficult to explain these things. We feel shy because we think people will laugh at our weird customs.
But people usually love hearing about them. Traditions are the best way to really understand a person. So how can we share these stories? What phrases do we need to explain our family habits?
That is what we are going to learn today. Let's look at our culture toolkit. But first, Anna, I want to hear about your aunt's wedding in the village. I heard there was a very beautiful tradition involving a lot of colorful ribbons.
Oh, that was a wonderful day. Let me tell you all about it.
I am ready. I can already see those colorful ribbons in my mind. Please, Anna, tell us, where does this beautiful tradition begin?
It was a warm summer evening in a tiny village in the mountains. My Aunt Sophia was getting married. In our family, the wedding doesn't start at the church. It starts at a very old oak tree in the center of the village.
At a tree? That sounds very romantic, like a movie.
It was, but it looked a bit strange at first. Every guest, all 80 of us, had a long, bright ribbon. Some were red for love, some were green for health, and some were yellow for happiness. We had to wait for the bride and groom to arrive at the tree.
And what did you do with the ribbons? Did you throw them?
No, no. As the music played, very loud, traditional music with drums, we all walked to the tree. One by one, we tied our ribbons to the branches. I remember my hands were shaking a little because I was only 10 years old. I tied my yellow ribbon and made a very big wish for my aunt.
Wait, so the whole tree was covered in hundreds of colorful ribbons?
Yes, by the end, the tree looked like a giant magical bird. It was beautiful. But then the strange part happened. The bride and groom had to dance around the tree while the guests held the ends of the ribbons. We were all connected to the tree and to the couple.
That sounds a bit complicated. Did anyone fall down?
Actually, yes. My cousin Marco tripped and almost pulled the whole line down. We all laughed so hard. But in that moment, I realized something. This custom wasn't just about a tree or ribbons. It represented the community holding the new family together.
That is so powerful. You are not just two people getting married, you have 80 people holding you with ribbons of happiness.
Exactly. Many years later, Aunt Sophia told me that when she has a difficult day, she thinks about that tree. She remembers that her family and friends are always there, like those ribbons in the wind. It sounds strange to an outsider, but to us, it is a source of strength.
I think that is the most beautiful thing I've heard today, Anna. It's a perfect example of how a custom can explain a deep feeling without using many words.
I agree. But to tell these stories, our listeners need some specific phrases. Let's look at how we can talk about our own ribbon trees.
That was a beautiful story, Anna. It really makes you think. Our customs are like a secret language we share with our relatives, aren't they?
They really are, Mike. And now let's look at 5 phrases to help our listeners share their own family secrets with the world. Phrase number 1 is the perfect way to start your story. It is, it's a tradition in my family to...
It's a tradition in my family to... Let's hear that again.
It's a tradition in my family to... Use this to introduce any habit, big or small. For example, it's a tradition in my family to eat pancakes every Saturday morning.
Phrase number 2 explains the history of the custom. It is, we've been doing this for generations.
We've been doing this for generations. Once more?
We've been doing this for generations. Generations means your parents, grandparents, and great-grandparents. For example, we always bake the specific cake for Christmas. We've been doing this for generations.
Phrase number 3 is for those funny or unusual moments. It is, it sounds strange, but...
It sounds strange, but... Again?
It sounds strange, but... This prepares the listener for something surprising. For example, it sounds strange, but we always hide a silver coin in the bread for good luck.
Phrase number 4 describes how consistent the tradition is. It is every year without fail.
Every year without fail. Let's hear it one more time.
Every year without fail. This means you never miss it no matter what. For example, every year without fail, my uncle tells the same funny story at dinner.
And finally, phrase number 5. This explains the deep meaning. It is, this custom represents.
This custom represents... Once more?
This custom represents. Use this to explain the why behind the action. For example, we light these candles together because this custom represents our hope for the future.
5 beautiful phrases. A tradition in my family, doing this for generations, it sounds strange, but every year without fail, and this custom represents...
Now, let's see how these phrases work in a real conversation. Imagine I am visiting Mike's house for New Year's Eve. I see him doing something very unusual with a suitcase. Mike, what are you doing? Why are you carrying your suitcase around the kitchen? It's 11:30 at night. Are you leaving already?
No, Anna. I'm staying right here. It's a tradition in my family to walk around the house with a suitcase just before midnight.
A suitcase? In the kitchen? It sounds strange, but I'm sure there's a reason.
I know. We've been doing this for generations. My grandfather started it when he moved to this country.
That's fascinating. But what does it mean? Does it mean you are moving house?
Not exactly. Every year, without fail, we do this because this custom represents a year of travel and adventure. If you walk with a suitcase, you will see new places in the new year.
Oh, I love that. It's like a physical wish for the future. Can I try?
Of course. Here, take this small bag. Let's walk together. It represents our hope for a busy and exciting year of traveling.
Okay, let's go. To the living room and back.
Exactly. Now, let's listen to the key parts again. It's a tradition in my family to walk with a suitcase. We've been doing this for generations.
It sounds strange, but I'm sure there is a reason.
Every year, without fail, we do this. This custom represents a year of travel.
Well, Mike, walking around the kitchen with a suitcase sounds much more exciting than just watching fireworks. I might try that this year.
You are welcome to join me, Anna. But honestly, talking about these traditions today makes me feel so much closer to my family, even though we are far apart right now.
That is the real power of these customs, isn't it? They aren't just things we do or old rules. They are the anchors that keep us steady in a very busy modern world. Today, we learned how to describe these special moments, whether it's tying colorful ribbons to an old tree or putting a piece of bread under a table.
Exactly. And here's your simple, actionable tip for this week. Think about one custom you have in your family. It could be something very small, like a specific joke you tell at dinner, or the way you make coffee on Sunday mornings. Try to explain it in English to a friend, or even just to yourself in the mirror. Use the phrase, "It's a tradition in my family too," or "This custom represents."
I love that. Sharing your culture is a gift to other people. It makes the world a smaller, friendlier place. Don't be shy about your strange traditions. They are what make you unique, and they are what make your story interesting.
Well said, Anna. Your heritage is your strength. And every time you share it in English, you're building a bridge between your world and others. You're doing a wonderful job.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today on the Context English podcast. We know you are busy, and we are so happy you chose to learn with us.
We really are. But now it's your turn. We want to hear your stories. What is a strange or beautiful tradition in your family? Is there a special food you eat or a funny game you play? Tell us about it in the comments below. We promise to read every single one.
And if you found these phrases useful, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps our community grow and helps other English learners find these lessons too.
Stay curious, keep practicing, and maybe, just maybe, start a new tradition this weekend.
Good luck with that. Thanks for listening, and we will see you in the next video.
Bye for now.
Bye!